Hey there in YouTube land. Again. Because guess what I just did? I'm not going to lie here. I just did an entire video that was super fantastic. I do really think that video was super fantastic. Honey, it was a fantastic video. And I didn't press the record button. I know. I actually got a package today. It was unopened. I opened it on here one-handed and everything, and I'm in pain right now, just so you know, for you guys. But today, let's go back a bit. Slasher Video went along with Olive to basically put out some movies. One was Shock 'em Dead, and the other one that was in my radar was basically Killer Workout. Those were going to be two cornerstones of my watching during the 31 Days of Horror. As you guys know, if you've been watching my channel, if you know me at all, if you've been talking to me on Facebook or anything like that, the things that I'm a big fan of, like this of Halloween, and every year I put a lot of effort into my 31 Days of Horror. Trust me, I drive her crazy with it, and I like pick like a bunch of movies, and I'll usually start around 2 to 3 months ahead of time when I'll be looking at stuff. How long does it this time? About 2 or 3 months? Yeah, 2 or 3 months when I'll start looking at which movies I want. So I'll like start pre-ordering movies and stuff for the upcoming Halloween season. So this time around, Slasher Video was going to be like thing. I was going to go with a lot of independent stuff. Wasn't going to go with any Scream or any of that type of stuff. Unfortunately, the Slasher videos from Olive got pushed back until November 17th. So we were away on vacation, and I actually came into a little bit of extra moolah at that point in time. And I decided I was going to order. Thanks. Well, she helped me decide I was going to order something else to kind of compensate for that. Those two last ones. So basically, I found 3 biggies that I wanted to show off right now. And I picked these up, and these were all unopened, but they're open now. So first up is Olive Videos. Yep, I actually did get an Olive video release, even though I feel screwed over by Olive from taking the Slasher Video stuff out. I got one that I really wanted. Last year, I ended up, actually, and even earlier this year, a good friend of mine who doesn't work at the place where I work anymore, unfortunately, we were kind of like movie watching buddies, and she actually did some reviews on here with me, name of Kelly, and you've probably seen her on here. We'd planned to do a lot more, and we were going to do like a Stephen King series. She was going to read the books. I was going to watch. Then we're going to watch the movies. We're going to do like a comparison type of thing. Unfortunately, Kelly moved away, so that didn't get to be done. But one of the movies that we watched together, actually with some of her friends, watched kind of like a bunch of us watched it, was Night of the Demons. And not only that, but that tends to be one that I watch with people anyway. When my sister came out here, my sister Melissa came out here from Corner Brook, the movie that we watched that night was also Night of the Demons. And I think I've watched it with my kids as well. And now I have Night of the Demons too from Olive. Angela's throwing another party. You know, lazy tagline. I'm sorry. From Angela's throwing a party, Jason and Freddy were too scared to come, yada yada yada, to Angela's throwing another party. I hope this doesn't like have any bearing on how this movie is going to be done. But no, actually, I've seen this movie. I know the way it's done. It's directed by Brian Trenchard Smith, who is actually a really, really good director. If you want to know more about like Trenchard Smith, you can definitely look him up or watch those the trailers from Hell that he does the commentaries on. They're really good. Brandon actually pointed that out. He said, you know, his trailers from Hell commentaries are better than anybody else's, Joe Dante and everyone. And I gotta say, Brandon was right. So Brandon would know this director pretty well. He's a big fan of him. So it has an audio commentary with director Brian Trenchard Smith and the cinematographer David Lewis. So this is Night of the Demons 2. So let's open it up here. This is an Olive one, so you know, commentary is about all you get, but it's a good commentary. So it's the we go the Olive edition of amazing stuff. I'm so excited to have this. I'm wanting this for a long time. Now, if only I can get the Olive edition of Witchboard too, because you know I'm a big fan of these like films that you know started out as Kevin S. Tenney things. Because you know, of course Tenney did the first one out. So we got like a decent cast here too. Bobby Jacoby was in this one. Amelia Kincaid returns. Pretty decent stuff. I mean, I'm actually really excited to see this. Amelia Kincaid will be a bit older since I think that the original Night of the Demons was done in the 80s, And Night of the Demons 2 actually wasn't done until 1994, so it's going to be fun watching this one. Her sister, actually, not a real sister, but Angela's sister is actually one of the characters in the film. When one of the big 1982 horror films, especially in the slasher genre, was a movie called Madman. Madman came out around the same time as two other films that were very similar, Friday the 13th Part 2 and The Burning. They were kind of a trifecta of these kind of like in the woods type of camp type horror, with these, these big hulking beasts. Like Jason was introduced Friday the 13th Part 2. Like, I know he's like originally like the kid, but Jason as the hulking like woodsman was introduced in Friday the 13th Part 2. The Burning had Cropsey, another kind of like a iconic character, and there was Madman, the third one, and definitely not the least. It's just some great stuff. It's very fun, very cheesy, some great stuff in it. So here it is, Madman from Arrow Video. Vinegar Syndrome also did a great edition of this as well. So whether you're getting the Arrow edition or the Vinegar Syndrome edition, either way, you cannot go wrong with Madman. Now let's look at some of the features that we got on here. So we got a beautiful 4K transfer on this one here. It's a brand new transfer. We have the original audio here, mono audio, which I actually am very impressed with. Optional English subtitles for deaf and hard of hearing. We got an audio commentary with the director and some of the stars. We got an audio commentary with Hysteria Continues, a podcast that I listen to a lot, actually. I find them really well done. Brand new UK exclusive introduction to the film by Sales and Ellers. We got the Legend Still Lives, 30 Years of Madman, which is like an over 100. I think it's a 90-minute long documentary on the Madman film. It's just great stuff. The early career of Gary Sales, the Madman producer, discusses his career in the film industry, convention interviews with Sales and Ellers, music inspired by Madman, selection of songs inspired by the movie. I kid you not, songs inspired by this movie, including one track, Escape from Hellview, from former CKY frontman Deron Miller. Get that, CKY frontman Deron Miller. In memoriam, producer Sales pays tribute to some of the film's late cast and crew, including the director and actor Tony Fish, original theatrical trailer, TV spots, stills, and art gallery. This is kind of neat because I usually pass by the stills and art gallery, I'll look over it type thing, but this one's stills and art gallery with commentary by Sales. That's also very interesting. Reversible sleeve featuring original newly commissioned artwork by Matthew Griffin. Collector's booklet featuring new writing on the film by critic James Oliver, and illustrated with archival stills and photos. So this is the new artwork, by the way, by Matthew Griffin. You open it up here, and we have the Blu-ray, which is red, and the DVD, which is blue. Kid you not. So we'll look at the reversible artwork, which is the going to be the case that most people remember it under. And here it is. Madman. Very cool. I remember saying they thought they were alone. And much better line than he's having a party. Just saying. That's just putting that out there. So we did get an art card. This one we got Massacre Gun, which is a new one. I have like some movies on the back as well. I always look at these because I always see if there's anything here that I want or I don't have. So they got the Your Voice is the Locker Room and all that. The Key, that one's coming from me. Blood and Black Lace is one that I got thanks to a really great friend of mine, James Hayes Jr. He does some awesome commenting on my stuff, and because of him, I'm actually maybe able to get like a Twilight Time that I didn't think I was going to be able to get. So I strongly appreciate that. Just some amazing stuff on here. We got the booklet, which runs about 26 pages. And if that seems like a little smaller than some of theirs, yeah, it is smaller than some of theirs, but look at this amazing artwork. Still way more than Criterion gives you nowadays, so you just make you go to the website and download it. Put like small booklet on there. So if you wonder why Criterion has changed their booklets, they're putting it online type of thing, so you can actually get essays online. No. Madman. Just some incredible stuff. So again, this is one of my favorite films, favorite slasher films. It came out at such a great time, and I had a lot of fun with this movie. I cannot wait to rewatch this movie, and the documentary too. The documentary is amazing. So it's another thing I want to see as well. Madman. Isn't that incredible artwork? And last but definitely not least, the one I was waiting on, I ordered some Kinos from the Kino sale that just ended there yesterday, because I wanted to get some more redemptions in my collection. I'm really looking forward to having more redemption films in my collection, especially after watching She Killed Ecstasy yesterday. It has that kind of type of feel to it. That's not a redemption one; it's a Severin film, but it does definitely have the type of feel that a lot of the redemption films have. This, however, is not like a John Nolan or a Jess Franco. This is actually a more straightforward, more kind of a fun director by the name of Pete Walker, and I have the Redemption Pete Walker Collection Volume 2. So it's got some great stuff. You can see like Sheila Keith there on the cover there, and that's we got the Flesh and Blood Show, Frightmare, House of Mortal Sin. Those are the 3 horror ones in the collection, but there's 3 more actually in this one. We got Home Before Midnight, which I'm actually very interested in seeing. The Big Switch and Man of Violence. Now, things like the Man of Violence, that was probably like on its own pretty expensive for on BFI Flipside. Each of these are out on their own. I mean, like Flesh and Blood Show. My dad picked up House of Mortal Sin for about $30 when he was in here to St. John's not too long ago. So I'm glad to have this. I paid a lot less than that for like the entire collection. So as you see, the covers same there. We have the on the side. So did they number this one? Nope, they just put Volume 2. And got a lot of features on this one. We got the Flesh and Blood Show, the Flesh and Blood and Censorship, and interview with Pete Walker. All Pete Walker interviews are produced and directed by Elijah Drenner. Good to know. A 3D sequence in the stereoscopic format requires 3D TV, or you can watch it in the NLGraph original format and requires 3D red-blue glasses, which I got anyway. I got lots of those. I also have Frightmare for the sake of cannibalism's on here. An interview with Pete Walker, audio commentary by Pete Walker. I hear that these audio commentaries are amazing. And DP, a director of photography, Peter Jessup, conducted by writers Stephen Chipnell. We got Sheila Keith, a nice old lady, a profile of the late actress. House of Mortal Sin has Eye for Terror, an interview with Pete Walker, another audio commentary with Walker, which is awesome. Home Before Midnight has Promiscuous Behavior, an interview with Pete Walker, and the bonus disc, of course, is two films, along with Man of Action, interview with Pete Walker. And the cool thing about this is that, unlike a lot of times when you say, oh, okay, it's got a bonus disc and you get it, and the bonus disc will be like a DVD as opposed to all the rest will be Blu-ray. These are all Blu-ray. There's no like DVD. We have the Flesh and Blood Show. Got Frightmare and House of Mortal Sin. There's our Region A, by the way. There's Home Before Midnight, and of course we have the Big Switch and Man of Violence. So extremely excited to see all these here. And this time, look, I made a video. I actually turned on the camera. So here we go, guys. 3, well, actually it's like 5, 6, 7 really incredible movies. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, I'm sorry, 8 incredible movies. But 3 pickups today, ones that I was really excited to get: Night of the Demons 2, Madman, the Pete Walker collection. Just super stoked to have this stuff here. Amazing, amazing stuff. Thank you so much for watching. For me right now, it really is time for tea. It was like 13 minutes ago, but I forgot to hit the play button. YouTube, Behind the Curtain. Say hello to my fantastically wonderful better half over there, who is probably playing the farming game and getting ahead of me again, even though her farming thing didn't work for a couple days. And my one of my amazing little kitties over there, my cats. Have a great Halloween. You're going to hear from me later on tonight when I make my second one in the 31 Days of Horror. Day 1, I hope you watched it, was She Killed Ecstasy, a Jess Franco film starring Soledad Miranda. And if you want to know my opinion on that film, go back and watch my number 1, my 31 Days of Horror. I really appreciate everybody that takes the time to watch those especially, because a lot of people just watch the collection videos and they don't watch a lot of the reviews. I put a lot of time into the reviews, especially these 31 Days Horror reviews. So thank you if you watched it, and if you plan on watching it. Like, share, and have a great night. Blah, 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 blah. See? Do a video a second time. Doesn't have the same fabulousness. Fabulous still, but not the same. But enough babbling for me. Say hello to the great deadhead. I'm out of here, guys, because I am starving. Have a great night.